again, guys. For some of you, this is not gonna make sense because you know it all and you have your ways to do it. I just thought I wanted to explain to you how I do work with this angle grinder and with this normal drill. So I want to go over the different kinds that I use, and you saw me on the video. I had to smash one because it had been under pressure, and I don't want to work with that because it's freaking dangerous. I've seen some of the damages over the years and it's not fun in any way. So this is a cutting disc. It's thin, but because of the pressure on this bolt, this has to be thrown out now. Take off the connection, and I have such a quick release one. And just to make sure I'm not going to use it again, like that. Let's start with this one, your ordinary angle grinder. And yes, I sometimes take off the screen, and yes, I have had about 40 years of experience with it. But normally I just adjust the screen so that I can get to where I want to. And of course, I keep the handle on in any case. This is a quick release. It's got a button here. So when I do like this and spin it a little while, click, and I can just take this off because I also have this one. Instead of using tools, this is much nicer. So the disc I have on now, that is a real cutting disc. It is extremely thin and extremely dangerous. If this spins at 30,000 rounds per minute and splinters, it's gonna go everywhere, inside your head also. So this, be very careful. So the reason I use the other one, that's also a cutting disc, but a bit wider. It can take a little bit more pressure. When I used it, there was a lot of weight on the wheel, and I knew in the instant that I got through, it would bounce down and the tool would do like this. So there was a lot of tension on this one. So I actually broke it. I know it's money out of the window, but better safe than sorry. I don't want this in my eyes. So cutting, very thin. You can also get them for stainless steel. Normal cutting, not for grinding. Usually only in spaces where the big one. This thick one, it's actually quite used. You see, it's around here. That is for grinding. When you've done a lot of welding, you have to grind away most of it. What's on top, of course, if you're going to put anything over it, then you use this one as the first option. Grind away as much as you can with this one. Then perhaps a little bit with this one. And then I go over to, I don't know, you call them flat discs, I think. And the color I normally use, it's a grit, what does it say? It's a grit 40. Also good for stainless steel. And then in rust, if I have to remove some rust from a panel, I don't want to remove the material, the steel material from the panel. So instead of using this, which also takes away the metal, I normally use these two kinds on a normal drill. And I have some battery drills, but this one just keeps going at low speeds. That's nice. See, this one is used. What it does is, it actually goes into the cavities in the metal that are rusted. So most of the time, instead of sandblasting or doing anything with a needle gun, put away those needle guns. They're nothing worth unless you're on a shipyard with a 5-inch steel. Use these ones instead. The coarse one, not so coarse, but you can get them in all price ranges. I tried the cheap ones from 3 different companies and they're nothing worth because you use them for 2 minutes and they're gone. These ones will last and last and last. So this has actually been used, I guess, an hour or so. So I can recommend these. And of course I have different tools for air. This is a very small one. It goes with these little discs. Very nice when you have to go into a cavity or around on the inner side of a wheel arch. You can just have this one in and cut along the sides, along the line. Really handy, but uses a lot of air. So if you use air tools, check the ratings on the air tool. See how much air does it consume, how many liters per minute, and compare it to your compressor. There's no use in buying a tool like this that uses about 300 liters a minute if you've got a compressor that only delivers 80 liters a minute. It's going to give you 2 seconds and then you have to wait again. This I can use it about 60 seconds, maybe a little more, and then I have to wait for my compressor to get up to full power again. So yes, I need a bigger compressor. That was it for right now. Have any questions? Leave a comment below. Thank you. You see, these bolts are actually with magnets, so you can attach them to the car and hang it on there. Or let's take these ones, hang it there. You can put your bolts in, it's magnetic too. Anything will stick in there so it doesn't get lost. Quite nice. Cool ones. Things in there won't fall off. So there was 4 of these. There was this big guy, and it's very handy to change the direction. You can use it with one hand, so you don't have to turn around with the other hand. I will assemble it just in a while. And the sockets for cool, you don't even have to remember the number, just the color. I have to shut it off, too much noise in here. Nice balance, feels quite powerful. And it only runs on 6 bar, and my compressor goes up to 10, so no problem with that. That is gonna help so much instead of long steel bars and everything to get the wheels off. Nice set. It cost me 1,000 Danish kroners. I'll probably find some converting tools somewhere. It's 140 euros, I think. It's okay.